YouTube Nation, Man TV, aka Me TV, aka man, it's a celebration, bitches. Y'all know what it is. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, all right, I want to give a shout because y'all have to understand. I'm gonna explain something, all right? On 4th of July weekend, we do it big here in Philly. I mean, real big. So I want to give a shout out to the Roots, Boys the Men. Sarah Bareilles was there. Michael McDonald was there. Committed was there. I mean, there were so many people. Was it OJ's Levert? I mean, was it Miss Yvette? Was it there also my baby, all right, Marsha Ambrosia. I saw you out there, all right, Marsha. Also, I want to say that even before that, even up to the weekend, coming up to the weekend, we had Aaron Neville, we had Shaka Khan, we had all these people. Last year we had Morris Day. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand that at 4th of July weekend, when we have these big concerts, and they're free concerts, all right, when we have all these concerts, they're great. You know what I mean? I mean, DJ Jazzy Jeff, if anyone saw with DJ Jazz, that's some real DJing for you. So all you DJ iPods, yo, get the fuck out of here. That's real DJing, all right? That's simple. All right? So let's move on. I want to talk today because I want to make this, I did want to make this short, but we all know what happened last week, right? So I'm not going to sit here and say it because I do want to go out and play ball right now. It's almost 90 out, all right? So I want to get my ball in, you know what I mean, before we even get to, before it gets way too hot and then I have to come back in. So I'm trying to make this simple, all right? Now, today I want to talk about the first thing, which you guys kept asking me about all last week because I didn't talk about it, which was David Haye versus Klitschko versus Haye. Look, let me tell you something, all right? All right, piss poor performance. Y'all saw my comments on the Facebook fan page, on the Twitter. I mean, I was just going off because it was a joke. It was ridiculous. And I put it like this: for all that was said, for those who did not see Haye versus Klitschko, was it the face-off, the face-to-face? Man, that's how you sell a fight. All right, that's how you sell a fight. And the thing is, it didn't live up to expectations. And when I mean it, I don't mean both guys guaranteed a knockout. No. I'm not worried about that. All right. I won't talk about that. I'm talking about the way David Haye fought. Now, for those who saw the fight, y'all know this motherfucker's dancing all the more. I'm saying he can put on his fucking tap shoes, his fucking clown shoes, go dance with the fucking stars if that's the case. All right, he's too busy worried about being a star instead of a boxer. So all fight, we had to see this. Drop his hands low and do all this shit. Wasn't throwing any punches. Was not throwing any fucking punches. And I don't understand this, all right? Because Klitschko, like I said before, when you look at it, the tail of the tape, when you look at it, David Haye was strong. He was just about strong. I wouldn't say stronger, maybe equal in strength, all right? But David Haye was a hell of a lot faster and a hell of a lot more athletic than Klitschko. Klitschko was throwing punches like this and couldn't catch him because he was dipping and dodging it all the way across the ring. I was like, what the fuck? You have the speed, but you didn't have the heart. That's what it came down to. Every time David Haye tried to throw a punch, he tried to go over the top with the right hand, which made no sense to me. Because his jab, when he finally threw his jab, it was more effective. And when he finally threw a left hook, it actually worked. Yeah, it almost reminded me of Mosley. All right? Seriously, this guy barely threw a left hook, and I didn't understand it. And the flopping, come on. The fucking flopping, you have to be kidding me. Now, look, I will be fair, all right? I'll be fair. First, let me say this now. All right, there was times with Klitschko when they clinched, Klitschko would push him down because Haye had to step in and go overhand right. He had to. All right, that's how he's going to do things. As far as I was concerned, he should have stepped in, hit body, then went with the uppercut or with the left hook. He should have, but he didn't. All right, so he was a one-punch guy on Saturday. One-punch guy. Stepped in, threw overhand right, tried to tie up or back out. Or if he didn't catch with the overhand right, he would fall down to the ground. Yeah, so he didn't get hit in the counterpunch, which was a joke. It was a joke. And like I said, Klitschko at times did push him down, all right? But most of the time, he flopped. He fell on his fucking face. He would just fall. There was times where Klitschko did like this, and Haye would fall. I'm like, ref, can I get a count? The ref got so pissed off at one point, he had convinced the ref that it was Klitschko, that they kept pushing him down. So they took a point from Klitschko. And then the ref kept saying, no, not anymore. You're flopping now. And he told Haye, next time you do it, I'm going to give you a standing 8. And he gave him a standing 8, which he should have, because he made it a joke out there. Please. Seriously, you have to be kidding me. There's no way in hell that you can sit here and talk. Like I said, he talked his way into a good fight, but he danced and flopped his way out of a big payday for the future. It was a joke. It was a joke. And then he comes out after he loses, and he deserved to lose, all right? I'm telling you, by the 7th round, I was like, please knock this dude out, Klitschko, please, because he's just wasting time. He's wasting all of our fucking time. He had what? Round 3, he had somewhat of a good bout, and then he didn't throw another punch pretty much till round 12. Yeah, round 12. All right, so it was a joke. So Klitschko deserved the win, but I'm thinking to myself, this is why heavyweight boxing is not taken seriously anymore. And Haye went out before the fight. He kept saying, oh, heavyweight boxing is boring. I'm going to give you something to watch and this, that, and that. He didn't do shit. He danced around the fucking ring. That's what he did. And he dropped his gloves, and he kept doing this. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, he's dropping his gloves because he's looking for momentum so he can be faster to come up with a quick shot. But he's not even doing that. He's just doing this and dancing around. It's like, are you going to throw a punch? Are you? What are you doing? And he didn't do anything. So after the fight, after he lost, which is the most bullshit excuse in my life, man, all right, he talks about how he broke his toe. Oh, he broke his toe 3 weeks before the fight. Look, the way I saw it, all right, it seems like that broken toe did not affect his dancing. It didn't affect his flopping, all right? And last time I checked, your little toe had nothing to do with you throwing a punch, all right? Yeah, you can spring off. If there was like a heel problem or an arch problem, okay, because you need that pressure to come off. But we're talking his toe here. I'm not trying to hear it. He showed that he was mobile enough to fight. So I'm not trying to hear that his toe, it was a joke, all right? And seriously, like I said, when I looked at it, like I said, physically, athletically, he was faster. He had the advantage of this fight, and he didn't take because he didn't have any fucking heart. That's what it came down to. He don't have it in here. All right? As far as I'm concerned, you'll never see me back that guy again. Never. I need to move on. Oh, my God. You have to be kidding me. All right? Also, Flyers. Let's get into this right now. All right? Let's get into this right now. You guys, all right, have been saying, you know, you don't mind the moves that much, and you understand where I'm coming from. Some of you guys said, you know what? I was disagreeing with you at first, but after this, I'm done with it. And you know what? It's right. You know what? I've been sitting here on the Twitter. Like I said, for those who didn't see Twitter, I was jumping on Flyers fans left and right. I was reading comments from Twitter, you know, from CSN, from Flyers fans saying, oh, with these moves, we're going to hoist the cup this year. I'm so excited. What the fuck are you so excited for? Look, you have to understand, all right, that they're lying. They've been lying, and that's what I'm basing it off of. I'm basing off of what they said from the beginning. We needed one piece. All right, how do you gut a whole team that had the best record in the NHL last year? How do you gut that team? That makes no sense. All right, but no one wants to hear what I got to say about that. Okay? It's, Yvette, calm down. You know, it's okay. It'll be okay. Understand this. I'll put it like this. I'm going to back the Flyers no matter what because of the fact that it's my home team. That's what we're supposed to do. All right, but it doesn't mean I have to agree with the moves. And look, I'll say it like this. When they sat here and said, all these trades were happening, we got all these young guys that were building a younger team, that were building a bigger team or whatever. Remember, we talked about this last week, how they were building a younger team, and then you turn around and you go get a 39-year-old Jaromir Jagr. You have to be kidding me. Now, look, I'm not saying that Jagr can't play. I'm not saying that at all, okay? Because after he left the AHL, he did play overseas, and he played great in the Hockey World Championship. He played great, all right? But let's get something straight. A 39-year-old man, all right, 39-year-old man for 1 year for $3.3 million? Are you serious? Are you serious? And now play like this. And the thing that comes to mind, because you have to think, the Boston Bruins, yeah, they were so much more physical than us, all right, in the playoffs. Do you think that Jagr, after X amount of games throughout the season, he will be ready to go up against that physical team? See, that's what bothers me. That's what bothers me. Now, like I said, this is nothing new, all right? It's nothing new that we're going to go and get a guy who's, I don't want to say past his prime because, like I said before, the age doesn't matter. If you can still play, you should be playing. I always say that, all right? But a guy who's clearly, you know, who left the NHL or whatever, we saw this before. Remember Paul Coffey when he played with the Flyers. So, I mean, we have a history of doing this. But I just don't like the move right now, especially when you're supposed to get all these other, you need help. All right? I mean, seriously. All right, so we know Carcillo went to the Blackhawks. We know O'Donnell went to the Blackhawks. You trade fucking Versteeg, all right, and that bothers me, all right? Then fucking Leno, and let me tell you something about Billy Leno, all right, because I felt that we still needed him. A lot of people, especially, and I'll say this now, the Philly media, I'm getting tired of you guys. I'm more pissed off at the Philly media than I am at actual Flyers, all right, because they've been playing this safe bullshit, and every time they make a move, oh, this is good, this is good. Howard Eskin yesterday, for those who don't know, Howard Eskin came out and said, when we got rid of Billy Leno, he came out and said, oh, Billy Leno's garbage anyway. He's a turnover machine. This, that, and that. You're a fucking coward, Howard Eskin. You're a coward. All right? You didn't say all this shit when Billy Leno was here. No, you didn't say that. You was kissing his ass. Now that the athletes are leaving, now you have something bad to say about them. Look, that's coward shit. All right? And that's not how we do things here in Philadelphia. Like I've said it before, I'll say it again. All the guys that have been done wrong here, and then you Flyers fans, you know, we're a family. All right? So when you were once a Flyer, you were always a Flyer. That's simple. All right? No matter what they do later, win championships, they'll come back. They're always a Flyer. You can ask Jeremy Roenick about that shit. Always a Flyer. All right? It does not matter. But don't sit here and trash the athletes after they leave. That's pussy. That's fucking pussy. And that's what I mean about the media. Oh my, okay. the media on Twitter earlier this weekend, all right? I was getting at CSN because of the fact that they were showing golf and all these, and they're just trying to pipe up all these, and I'm talking about certain anchors. Yeah, you know who you are. I'm not going to put you out there just yet. I'm going to give you a chance to, to talk to, all right? But you know who I'm talking about. Some of y'all already do, all right? But I sat here and said, golf, and I say this, and I say it to the day I die. Golf is not a fucking sport, whether you like it or not. It's not a fucking sport, all right? It's a retirement hobby that sponsors try to make a sport. Yeah, it's the same thing they did with X Games and all that other bullshit, all right? It was a hobby that kids did and did tricks and shit until the sponsors came in and tried to make it a legit sport. Because as we know, money rules everything, all right? That's what it comes down to. I'll get on that more later, all right? Man, no, we're going to talk about that shit later. We'll talk about it next week, all right? I got some more ammo off. I got to get off my chest right now, all right? Philly media, you're a joke. Every time I turn around, you are always sitting here pandering to fucking I'm sorry, not to the companies, to the franchises, to the front offices, and then you trash the fucking players. I don't understand this, all right? And as I said, Howard Eskin is the biggest offender we saw last year when he was up Andy Reid's ass, all right? But yet he'll trash other players. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke. How does this guy still have a job? Seriously, and like I said, I can't tell you how many times I've tried to talk to certain radio personalities or other media out, seriously, that big cheeses apparently here, but don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Seriously, and then they just try to ignore me. You can't ignore me, baby. You have to understand, all right? If you don't let me into this business, I'll fight my way into the business, all right? You want to lock doors, I'll snap locks. I don't give a shit. I'll jump gates. You have to understand that you cannot hold me back. You can't hold my head underwater. It's like holding Aquaman's head underwater. It's not going to happen, all right? You have to understand, when you motivate me, that's it. It's over. And it's a lot of things that the media don't. They don't have that. They don't have that motivation. They don't have that heart. They speak real reckless about people and think that there won't be any consequences. And it happens in real life a lot, all right? And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, Howard Eskin, when he had something, 2 years ago, when he had something to say about Charlie Manuel, what Charlie Manuel do? Let's have it right now. Let's have it right now in the conference room. Charlie took off his jacket and was like, let's do this right now. And then you had all these people holding Charlie Manuel back. Howard Eskin was like, nah, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. Yeah, because you know you pussy. Stop your bullshit. And same thing when he said with Bernard Hopkins, talking about Bernard Hopkins is a fraud. Yo, get in the ring with Bernard Hopkins. Please, Howard Eskin, get in the ring with Bernard Hopkins and tell me he's a fraud. Fuck out of here, man. Seriously, go down to Front Street Gym or Johan or wherever. Stop. Stop this bullshit. And that's the problem. And people listen to these fucking guys. I don't get it. I really don't. I need to move on, man. Fuck you. Fuck you, Philly media. This is why people don't like you. And you give us a bad name, because you don't speak for the fans. No. You try to facilitate whatever's going on to control the fans, all right? I've seen way too much of that shit happening. Like I said on Twitter, fans was like, I'm excited. And I said, yo, if you're excited for this season, whatever the fuck you smoking, give me some of that shit, because this is crazy. It's crazy. And I've never seen Philly fans act this way. How do you let the media dope you into what they believe is real? Judge for yourself. The fuck? Anyways. I need to move on, all right? I want to talk about the Eagles real quick, all right? There's some talks about Kevin Kolb. Yeah, Kevin Kolb being traded to Arizona so we can get Rogers Cromartie. Let's have it. Let's have it. We need a fucking cornerback. Let's have it. Seriously. That's as far as, because if you're not going to spend the money for the other boy, I forgot his name. Shit. He plays for the Raiders. I forgot his name. Y'all know it. Whatever. Anyways, if you're not going to spend the money for him, all right, go get Cromartie. Seriously. The guy played great in San Diego. It's the same one. There's two different Cromarties, aren't there? And now he's in Arizona. So, seriously, go get him. Just trade Kevin Kolb. Get him the fuck out of here already. Seriously. They're trying to say, oh, it's the biggest trade talk since the lockout and this. I'm not trying to hear that. Just get rid of him. Just get rid of him, get it over with, all right? Now, also, I want to talk about Michael Vick real quick. As we know, Michael Vick, all right, Michael Vick, has signed with Nike again, and people are having a problem with Michael Vick signing with Nike. So let me get this straight. People didn't have an uproar when Kobe Bryant signed back with Nike, but now they have a problem with Michael Vick signing back with Nike. Look, all right? Nike does not care about controversy. They're in it for money, all right? They showed that with Kobe. They dropped Kobe in heartbeat. He wasn't even found guilty. They just dropped him. All right, the trial was still going on, and they dropped him. All right, and then when Kobe came back and did what he did, they was like, "Can you please sign back on this line? Can you sign back on this dotted line, please?" Because it's all about for Nike. They don't give a shit. They don't care. And he released a statement saying that, Vic, he paid his dues, and he's showing how you can come back from such hardships, and they don't give a shit about that. That's PR bullshit. Look, sign on the line, stupid. Sign on the line, we'll give you some money. That's what they're saying. All right, so Michael Vick signed on the line, which is fine. All right, it's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Get your money, man. I don't have a problem with that. But then we see this NFL, because you guys have been asking me to talk about this, NFL top 100 players, and Michael Vick isn't even in the top 10. You have to be kidding me, man. Seriously, Michael Vick is a game changer. All right, you can't put that on a scale of rank. All right, because not everyone has that ability to change the game like that, just out of nowhere. No. He has to be in the top 10, all right? You have to at least make him 10. Don't even, no, stop. Seriously, stop. But you know who's on the list. You know the Peyton Mannings, the Tom Brady's. You know all that shit is always on the list, all right? Michael Vick is a game changer. You should give him his credit where it's due. Anyways, guys, I want to move on to basketball, all right? I really need to. Because a lot of you guys came out and told me I need to talk about this LeBron James thing. Now, look, I told you last time I don't really want to talk about LeBron James. It's funny because you guys want me to talk about LeBron James. Then when I talk about LeBron James, you guys make videos bitching about it. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Seriously, I don't get it. I don't get it. But look, anyways, for those who didn't see what happened, LeBron James knocked over this kid the other day playing basketball. If you didn't see the video, check this out.
Oh, just take LeBron out.
Oh!
Ah, he knocked him
Down. Now, look, a lot of you guys wanted me to get on LeBron James for it, but I'm going to break this down in perspective. I will say this right now. Not all this is LeBron James' fault. All right? It's not. Now, a lot of you guys said, you had said before that, you know, if kids are on the court with grown-ups and they're trying to play, they deserve to be treated as grown-ups. Yes, they do. For those who saw the video before I did where LeBron James was playing against, it was like 10 little kids, but they were trying to defend him, and he dunked on them. I had no problem with that. If you want to step on the court with a grown man, you're going to get treated like one. It's that simple. All right? But what happened here was not a game. All right? This wasn't a game. These kids weren't defending him. All right? And I'll put it like this. Because we've seen this before with LeBron. When he messes up on a shot or something, crowd gets on him, so what does he do? He follows up with a big dunk to shut him up. To get him back in his graces. We've seen this time and time again when he was playing with the Cavs. We saw this when he was playing against when he was with the Cavs and he played against the Wizards. All right, and the fans came out and said it, the players came out and said it, even the coach came out and said LeBron was being booed, so we try to jump out the fucking building. That's what he tried to do, to shut him up. All right, this right here was the same thing. All right, LeBron missed the shot. I gotta get him back on my side. And then when he dunked, he knocked the kid over. All right, he knocked the kid over. What makes me upset about this is that he didn't even try to help the kid up. That's where I have a problem. Knocking him down, that's accidental. He was trying to feed his own ego, but still, it was accidental. He didn't see the kid didn't see him. Fine. All right, that's fine. But help the fucking kid up. Stop him, like, hold up. You know what I mean? See if he okay, because that's what counts. But no, with this LeBron too, he backs up like, yeah, I'm ready for the next shot. He's a fucking kid. What the fuck is wrong with you? All right? You didn't even try to see if he was okay. You just kept playing. All right? You have to understand, when you're a grown man, you take grown man responsibilities. You're what, 6'8", 250-something pounds. That kid's like 100 pounds soaking wet. You slam into him the wrong way, and he's breaking something. All right? You have to understand that. But you don't want to hear that. I don't understand this. And some people are like, yeah, it's good that he did that. No, it's not good that he did it. All right? And they say it'd be different if he was trying to defend LeBron James, but he wasn't trying to D him up or anything. This was a shooting contest. All right? It was a shooting contest. Let's get that shit out of the way. All right? So there's no cover up for this bullshit. LeBron did this, and it's apparently after the video or whatever competition, LeBron didn't even say sorry. Pretty much, what he did was he signed some shoes for the kid and gave them to him. All right. I'd rather would have took the sorry because out of principle, I don't give a shit. And for those who say, well, that autograph will get you so far X amount of money, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Not everything's about fucking money or popularity or fame. Not everything. That's what's wrong with you motherfuckers today. All right? Understand that if he'd have knocked me over or something like that, and he gave me a sorry or are you okay or something, that's good. That's all I need. That's all it is. If you slam into me, all right, if I don't see you, half it's my fault, half it's his fault, but if he doesn't even fucking acknowledge me, fuck him. Fuck him. All right? And that's pretty much how it is. I don't know how you guys are built or where you come from, that this pussy shit is okay, all right? That it's okay to just knock people over and not say anything. Seriously, I would think that your parents would have taught you better, but whatever. All right? And I see a lot of people defending him on this shit too, which makes no sense to me. Like I said, I'm not going to blame him for all of it because it is an accident. All right? It is an accident. I'm giving him that. It is an accident. But seriously, when you realize that you've done something wrong, hey, man, ask him if he's okay at least. At least. All right? At least. I'm not trying to hear he's in heated competition on that. I'm not trying to hear that shit. It's a kid's basketball camp. I'm not trying to hear it. Anyways, I want to move on. For those who don't know, all right? This center from Houston, what is it, Montezunas or whatever, comes out and speaks about Dwight Howard. I mean, talks all types of reckless. For those who did not see it, because he challenged Dwight Howard saying, hey, I hope you can catch me, this, that, and third. But if y'all didn't see the video on it, check this out.
Different level of play physically.
You know what would be the best thing for him to understand? The first time he plays against Dwight Howard, then you understand a lot better.
Do you think this is a real opportunity here coming to a team that's been so desperately seeking a big for a while now?
Why not?
When you pee,
I like that. Why not?
what do you think? Are you ready for everything that you just described?
Yeah, I just want to say maybe one word now about the thing with Dwight Howard when he pushed me. I mean, if he can catch me, then we'll see.
So he's acting cocky, throwing down challenges, and working hard on his game. What's Dwight Howard doing?
Venido a divertirse al hormiguero, Dwight Howard!
Apparently, he's trying to get his big mama on or something. You gotta be kidding me, man. Seriously. Because, fucking Dwight Howard, really? Cross-dressing? Is that what you're good at? Because you're sure as hell ain't good at playing basketball. Look, we talked about this before. And we talked about this time and time again with Dwight Howard. Have we not? And we all agreed on this. That Dwight Howard is not that good of a basketball player. Alright? His skills are about that much, you know, they're about that big. Alright? He has a very minimal set. All right, and we all know this is, you know, like, his fundamentals are horrible. We talked about how he had legends coaching him, and he still can't get the shit done. The only reason that he gets away with what he gets away with is because of his size, because of how physical he is. That's it. That's it. That's all. All right? He always gets called for traveling. It's like, he's just a big bum. That's what he is. He's a big man. Don't get me wrong. He's great physically, but his basketball skill and his IQ is just not there. It's not there. And we, like I said, we talked about this time and time again. And I've seen online a lot of guys sitting here saying, oh, well, Dwight's just trying to have fun and this, that, that. Look, all right, for those who don't know, when it was reported that he did that, you know what he was doing? They said that he was making fun of Rihanna. Yeah. So a man who's 7 foot, 350 pounds or whatever is making fun of a little girl. That's fun. That's fun. Seriously, that's fun. Look, Dwight Howard, keep the dress on, keep the skirt on, all right? Because that's all you're worth. It's this pussy. It's bitch shit. Seriously, if that's what you call fun, I hate to see what you really call just very entertaining. If that's fun, if dressing up like a girl is fun, man, you got a hell of a lot more problems. That's suspect as shit. I'm sorry, it really is. Don't even come back to the fucking NBA because it's a joke and you might as well keep that shit on because it's all a bunch of divas anyway. You know what? Speaking of the fucking NBA, this lockout that you guys keep wanting me to talk about, what did I say? What did I say? Fuck the NBA, all right? Because I'm not trying to hear that the lockout is a big deal. It's not a big deal yet. As far as I'm concerned, there's a hell of a lot more that needs to be fixed in the NBA instead of just pushing some money around. That's a bunch of bullshit. If they want to stay locked out, let them. Fuck them. Hopefully, the fans will get off their ass more and go play some basketball instead of watching these fucking clown shoes-ass players. You have to be kidding me, man. Seriously. But look, you can tell the frustration is starting to build, so I'm just going to move on. All right, I'm going to move on. Baseball. I only have one thing to say about baseball this week, all right? Texas Rangers just paid $5 million, all right, for a 16-year-old kid. Yeah. I told you guys before about this not too long ago, how kids are being scouted when they're like 12 or 13 years old. We talked about this. I talked about the documentary before about, what was it called? Gunning for that #1 shot. How they talk about how, you know, the companies, the sneaker companies and all, they try to brand you before you're even in college or even, you know, through high school. Yes, they start this type of thing. So this kid is from... Fuck, I forgot where it's from. The link is in the info bar for you guys, really. It's in the info bar for you guys. So if you are interested in reading what's going on about it, I just think it's sad that you're willing to pay that much for a 16-year-old kid already. It's a joke, all right? This is not what sports is, all right? This is not... We've talked about this time and time again, how sports, it's just bastardized. It's just about money now, all right? It's about paying for wins. It's not about competition anymore. It's really not. And you know, regardless how much us fans want to believe it's about competition or why we watch it for competition, this is about money. When you have to pay that much for a 16-year-old kid, seriously, that's just a joke. That's a joke. All right. What about the kid's education? It doesn't matter, right? Education doesn't matter anymore as long as you have money. You know, so you can have $50 million ball player and be dumb as fucking rocks. Don't know how to speak, don't know how to act, but that's okay apparently. That's okay. And the people who think that's okay are the people who's ignorant themselves because they don't have any fucking schooling or any. Stop. Seriously. The fuck is wrong with you guys? I don't understand why you think it's okay. And like I said, and I'm not just talking about you people here on YouTube or, you know, I'm just talking about in people in general that I've seen online or talking about it. Just, it's a joke. Like I said, I'm not mad at the kid getting his money. No, get your money. Get your money, because we don't know his situation. Maybe he is from a poor family. He needs that money. Get your money. But seriously, don't sell your soul. Don't sell your soul for some money. That's a joke. That's a joke. Anyways, speaking of money, my event status player of the week, all right, goes to Luau Deng for trying to raise money, all right, for children in his charity. Check this out.
Luau Deng said he was ready to go all out for his game on Sunday, for his video game tournament, that is. The Luau Deng Foundation hosted the Game and Give charity tournament in Deerfield featuring 2 all-age Xbox competitions.
Tournament participants got the unique opportunity to play against Deng and compete for prizes. Over 200 participated in the games at $50 apiece, and all proceeds went to supporting the foundation's youth projects in Deng's hometown of Sudan, Africa, as well as other parts of the world.
You know, the purpose of the foundation is really helping, making a better lives for, like I always say, for kids around the world. You know, and I'm just glad everyone here is making a difference. You know, and hopefully I get a chance, you know, thank them and just let them know that they are making a difference by just showing up here today.
Also competing in the tournament were Deng's teammates Kyle Korver and Taj Gibson. Both members of the Bulls bench mob took time out of their day to help Deng raise funds for the cause. Korver joked that he expects Deng to return the favor one day.
Yeah, well, I'll see, you know, next time I do an event, I expect Lou to be there, you know what I mean? So, no, you would do it anyway, but, you know, it's just, to me, it's just what it's all about, you know, we were given a gift to play basketball, it's an incredible opportunity, but there's a lot of good that we can do from that, and so that's all we're trying to do.
It's real important to show team camaraderie and just get out there and meet the kids.
What was your favorite part of the day today?
Playing around with the kids, playing in video games, meeting new kids, talking about school and stuff.
The event included photo ops with the players and special guest Benny the Bull, as well as a silent auction consisting of autographed items, gift certificates, tickets to the Bulls games, and much more. Event coordinator Brooke Shire explained exactly where the funds will be going.
Luau and his foundation are starting a new initiative that's called 10 Courts, 5 Schools, 1 Africa. And this all is helping the Luau Deng Foundation team build schools and sport courts in Africa, in Sudan, in Sudanese refugee camps, and really use sports and education to provide hope and a future and some stability where there isn't any.
Also making a fashionably late but a very special appearance was Joakim Noah, who signed autographs and took pictures with a mob of fans to conclude the day's festivities.
Nothing but fun and games, all for a great cause. Reporting from the Joy of the Game in Deerfield, I'm Payal Patel.
Like I said before, all right, if you have a player in your town or in your city and there's video of it that he's doing a good job, send it to me so I can give him the proper respect. Seriously, because as you can see, as of last week, it's starting to get real thin on how to find videos for players because the media doesn't push it enough. If something happens, if some type of fucking tragedy happens or a player beats up on somebody, that shit will be all over the place. But as soon as they do something nice for once or positive, it doesn't get televised. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be safe. I'm out.